Well, I'm here with the man who's created this incredible garden here at Villa Fortuna. Alex, good afternoon.
Hi Sarah, it's nice to have you in our garden.
Oh, sweetie, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and a privilege actually. And look at these beautiful flowers you've got for me.
Yeah, they're my passion. I love roses.
I think everybody loves a gorgeous rose, Alex. So how many do you actually have here in the garden?
There are about 200 in the garden, and the way we get this big mass planting is that we have sort of like 5 or 7 of each variety, which gives a nice big display. That's how I like to sort of do things, rather than just one here and one there, and have the colours together, like the pinks and the creams and like into the reds and oranges and burgundies.
Now, what's this one here? I love those stripy girls.
It's actually an old-fashioned one called Papageno.
Oh, yes.
It's a really nice rose, and it's been copied now. It's fashionable again now, but it's actually quite an old one.
Well, there's so much to see, and I'm really excited about sharing your beautiful, beautiful Villa Fortuna gardens with everyone. So let's go on a tour.
Okay.
Now, Alex, I'm knocked out. Are we in Provence? Look at this lavender.
Inspired by Provence. and I've always sort of, this is the proper French Grosso lavender that's used for the oil. I just thought, what a great way to landscape, just using a whole area of just the lavender, and it's so beautiful at the moment, and it's lovely in winter too, and it's just like mounds of grey.
Yes.
And now with the hot pink roses and the water in the background, it just gives a lovely Tuscan provincial feeling to the whole garden.
The way I see you, I think you're the Michelangelo of gardening. This surely Villa Fortuna is your Sistine Chapel.
I just think, I garden and design gardens, but this is an expression of our garden. The bees love it, the birds love it. It brings so much enjoyment to everybody.
It does.
That we just love it, and it's just beautiful all the year through.
Oh, well,
we really enjoy it.
Lavender's my favourite, but I also know there's a wonderful olive grove. Can we take a look?
We can go down there as well.
Alex, this olive grove, I mean, I'm so knocked out. Where on earth in Australia could you find this except for Villa Fortuna?
I mean, there are other olive groves, but I guess not with this house as a backdrop. Once again, it's inspired by our time in Tuscany and Provence and Sicily as well. They've just finished flowering.
Yes, I can see.
We had about 200 kilo of olives last year, which we actually pressed our own oil. So we had 20 litres of oil, which is wonderful, and we pickled some as well. So we've got table olives too. So it's just a bit of a sideline, a bit of a byproduct of the property.
It's absolutely picturesque and magnificent, and so we're on 7 acres, and everywhere I look there is something so beautiful to see, and I'm really particularly keen on chatting about this. Can we chat about your retaining wall?
I love dry stone walls. Having travelled in Europe, especially the Mediterranean, always loved them. So we had 60 tonne of rock came from Castlemaine in huge form, which I've hand split. And built the walls. Hand split. Yeah. Saves going to the gym. So there are 2 walls. There's a wall at the back of this, which actually is the structural wall, and this is the facing wall. So all the good facings out on this side. It's great because it doesn't crack. It lets the moisture through, and it adds to the house. It adds to the feeling of being in an olive grove elsewhere.
And look, we really could just be anywhere in the world, but we're here at Villa Fortuna. It's so special. Alex, I can see this is such a labour of love, a personal passion. I've never seen anything. It's exquisite. It's a huge credit to you, and I know that the buyer of Villa Fortuna, they are going to be so blessed, aren't they, to be in this beautiful garden?
Look, I think they will be, and I think they'll get so much enjoyment out of it. We both get so much pleasure out of the garden, the changing of the seasons, and we've tried to sort of keep it like natural, no sprays. Everything's totally organic. We use our compost. We use horse manure from the local stables to get everything to flourish. It's really important to us to the birds come in, they have a peck at the fruit, but there's enough here for us and the birds as well.
Yes.
So we just try to keep a nice balance in the whole garden, same with the olives, so that it's natural and without chemicals. It's really important to us.
And you can see that there really is something for everyone, the incredible produce that you can grow. Feed a family, feed the town. It's really sensational.
When it's in full production, there's bucket loads to give to the neighbours and family. And it really there's probably 4 or 5 months of the year where we would just buy onions and the rest we produce ourselves out of our garden. So it's wonderful for us, and it's wonderful for our family as well.
Now, I believe that there's a rhubarb pie for afternoon tea right out of the garden. Is that right?
I can actually smell it coming out of the oven. Yeah, I can.
Well, Alex, thank you so much for showing me around. It's just been a real privilege to be here at Villa Fortuna.
Sarah, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.